In our interconnected world, there is no such thing as far away. Disaster in one place sends economic shockwaves around the globe, and those can cost more than the original catastrophe.
A disaster impact has no borders anyway. The risk is to all of us and all our assets. It's not a problem for somebody else, it's a problem for you and me today.
Indirect losses can cripple national economies, kill small businesses, shut down factories, and take away jobs. The key can be as small as a microchip. The 2011 quake and tsunami in Japan hit the microchip maker Renesas for a $615 million loss. And that was only the beginning. All Japanese car manufacturers felt the pain. One of them, Toyota, lost production of 150,000 vehicles in the United States alone. Factories had to shut down or cut back in the US, Britain, India, and China. The cost to Toyota, more than $1 billion. UNISDR's new global assessment report says the private sector needs to start protecting itself and is crucial in making the world's economy more resilient. Governments can't do it alone.
Private sector is, in any country in the world today represents 75 to 90% of all investments. You actually need a self-interested business that also says, if our business is going to be resilient, if we want to protect our investments, we also need to think about how to manage risk from natural hazards.
UNISDR is forging partnerships with businesses to manage risks instead of managing disasters. The Global Assessment on Disaster Risk Reduction includes a study by PricewaterhouseCoopers that indicates business leaders are slowly starting to take disaster planning seriously.
I don't think they look at it as a cost anymore. So they actually see it as something fundamental to their business.
And none too soon, for the challenge is growing.
We know from the climate change agenda that our disasters are coming with higher frequency, greater volatility, greater depth.
There is no doubt that that is a lethal and very deadly cocktail of risk and exposure.
More agile than government, the private sector can move quickly to help assess risk, promote systems and technology, set standards for resilience. In New Zealand, the electricity networker Orion invested $6 million in strengthening facilities. That was before the earthquakes of 2010 and 2011. Thanks to avoided losses, it saved 10 times what it had spent on reducing risk. Investing in disaster risk reduction can ensure your business survives, safeguard your long-term investment, and protect your employees, families, and communities. It builds confidence in your company. Disaster risk reduction is also a growing business sector in itself, opening up new opportunities for several companies.
Working towards resilience is simply good business. It's a business survival kit in an increasingly unpredictable world.